Why must I chase the cat with a dog? Nothing but the dog. Why must I feel like that? Why must I chase the cat? Nothing but the dog. Nothing but the dog. Do the dog catcher, dog catcher. Do the dog catcher, do the dog catcher, dog catcher, dog catcher. Why must I feel like that? Why must I chase the cat? Oh, geez, it's you again. I'm so sorry. I gotta get better on these meetings. Come on, sit down here. That's be a little easier. I made George Clinton proud by singing that Atomic Dog. Let me get this going here and we'll just get started here. Well, that should be good. Well, so, it's Mr. Paint here again with another video for all you great people there in YouTube land. I hope you're prepared to groan, because this video is going to be me telling jokes about a certain animal. Not a dog or a cat like that song I was singing might imply, but rather, I'm going to be telling jokes involving cows. And like I said, be prepared to groan. Don't say I didn't warn you. So I'm going to start off with a pretty long one here. Sometimes these things take some time to get going. I'm really sorry about that. Yeah. So I'm going to start you off with a really long one, followed by a bunch of short ones. This long one here is kind of also a way to show off my knowledge of pop culture. I'm sure you know about the actor Burt Reynolds, and you probably know that in 1972 he was in a movie called Deliverance. He played the role of a guy named Lewis Medlock, who was a really macho outdoorsman, and he led this group on a canoe trip down a river. And of course it's famous for its infamous squeal like a pig scene. Now right after that scene, the group hit a bunch of rapids on the river. One of their canoes broke in half, and another guy in the group named Drew Ballinger, played by Ronnie Cox, fell out of the canoe and they didn't know why. And yet another member of the group, Ed Gentry, played by John Voight, kept yelling, "Drew, Drew," trying to find him, to no luck. Now 2 years after that movie came out, in 1974, Burt Reynolds was in a movie called The Longest Yard. And in that movie, he was a former NFL quarterback, got kicked out of the league for a point-shaving scandal. He ended up going to prison because he stole his girlfriend's car and drove it around town recklessly. So he's sent to prison. The warden makes him form a team of prisoners to play football against a team of the guards. Should have taken this out, sorry, I was rude there. It's a team of the guards, and they end up winning 36-35. Now after the game, the warden thinks that Paul Crewe is going to leave. Paul Crewe was his name, I don't know if I mentioned that. Burt Reynolds' name in that movie. Paul Crewe was going to leave with the fans, thinking he was going to escape. And he ordered the captain of the guards, who was also the quarterback on the guards team, to shoot him. And the captain yelled, "Crewe, Crewe." Turned out that Paul Crewe was just getting the game ball. That's all. Now, what does this have to do with what I was talking about originally? But I think it's a shame that Burt Reynolds never was in a movie about cows, because he or another actor in the movie could have yelled, "Moo, moo." Would have completed a trifecta of sorts, Yeah, stuff like that is what I think about. Can you believe that? So enough of that. Let me just reel off a bunch of these here. First off, who is a cow's favorite boxer of all time? Muhammad Ali. People think that Wyoming is the U.S. state with the most cows per capita, but it really isn't. It's actually Missouri, or perhaps California, or maybe even Louisiana. You know what the mother cow told her calf, don't you? You have to go to sleep. It's way past your bedtime. What is a cow's favorite TV show that takes place in a hospital? Grey's Anatomy. The farmer got nothing out of his attempt to milk a cow. I guess you could say it was an utter failure. I heard about a bunch of cows grazing in a marijuana field. I guess you could say that the stakes have never been higher. What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. Who is a cow's favorite rap group? The Wu-Tang Clan. You know why cows never wear sandals or flip-flops, don't you? That's because they lack toes. What do you call a midget cow? Condensed milk. What do you call a cow that twitches? Beef jerky. You ever heard of deja vu? It's the feeling that you've heard this bull sometime before. What do you call a cow that just gave birth? Decaffeinated. What do you get when cows are caught in earthquakes? Milkshakes. A short cow, stood in tall grass. She was utterly tickled. You know where Russians get their beef from, don't you? Moscows. You know what the worst part of milking a cow is? The smell of the dairy air. You know something else on a personal note? I got a personal thing here I want to tell you. It's a well-known fact that my favorite basketball team is the Cleveland Cavaliers, known as the Cavs for short. There's got to be a joke in there somewhere relating calves and calves, but I just can't put it together. And on that note, about another team I love dearly, even though they disappoint me year after year. How now, Cleveland Brown cow? That's really about all I have for now. I hope you watched this entire video and didn't get so disgusted from your groaning, Hope that, that you put yourself out of your misery. I guess I'm doing that right now. Until next time, until my next video, which hopefully won't be too far away, in the words of fellow YouTuber John Green with his channel called Crash Course, don't forget to be awesome. Oh, hang on, I got more. Milk that cow. Oh, warm that teat. Is that pee? Let the milking start. Oh.